and welcome to the Stan Wrestling History for April 26th. In 1976, Stan Hansen defeated Bruno Sammartino by referee stoppage in a WWF Championship match at Madison Square Garden in New York City. The match was stopped due to excessive bleeding by Sammartino, but the title could only change hands via pinfall or submission, so he remained champion. During the match, Hansen broke Sammartino's neck accidentally on a body slam. This was woven into a future storyline with a wrinkle that was actually a lariat by Hansen instead that breaks his neck. In 1986, in Detroit, Michigan, Hulk Hogan defeated Macho Man Randy Savage to retain the WWF Championship. Savage's WWF Intercontinental Championship was not at stake. In 1988, the Midnight Express, was a team of Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane, had their record-setting 345-day NWA United States Tag Team Championship reign was ended by the Fantastics, which was a team of Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers, at an NWA Worldwide Wrestling taping at the UTC Arena in Chattanooga, Tennessee. By the time the title change occurred, it was being defended under WCW banner. This was after WCW was Ted Turner bought out Jim Crockett and changed it to WCW, but they were still in the NWA titles. This episode aired on May 14th. In 1992, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the original sports bar, the single-day title reign of the first ever Eastern Championship Wrestling champion ended. The Super Light Sneaker ended, but after he got defeated by Johnny Hotbody. In 1992, in Boston, Massachusetts, the Ultimate Warrior defeated Sid Justice by disqualification. Shortly after the bout, Sid walked out on the WWF due to a disputed drug test result. The walkout comes less than a month after Sid was in the main event of WrestleMania 8 against Hulk Hogan. Sid would not return to the WWF until 1995. In 1994, AAA presented Triple Mania 2A from, probably mispronounce the arena in the city, but it's going to be Aguascalientes Baseball Stadium in Aguascalientes, Mexico. This would be the first Triple Mania that would be presented as a series of events. In the opening match, Rey Mysterio Jr., and winners defeated Les Destructors, with the team who were represented by Tony Osh, O'Connell, and Rocco Valente. And a side note, even though Rey Mysterio Jr., that's the one still wrestling WWE, it was Jr., the other Rey Mysterio was actually his uncle. In 1994, a Monday Night Raw taping at Green Mountain State in Burlington, Vermont, the Headshakers, as a team of Fatu and Samu, defeated the Quebecers, which was a team of Jacques and Pierre, to win the WWF Tag Team Championship. The duo became the 15th and final team to win a tag team title under while being managed by Captain Lou Albano. At the same taping, Earthquake defeated Yokozuna in a sumo match. In 1995, at a WWF Superstars taping at Vibrant Arena in Moline, Illinois, Bob Holly defeated Jeff Jarrett to win the Intercontinental Championship. However, Jarrett's feet were on the ropes for the pin, so the title was upheld with a rematch ordered. That rematch took place at the same night, but was aired a week later. Jarrett won the rematch. At the same tapings, Triple H made his WWF in-ring debut, defeating Buck Zermoff. In 1998, WWF In Your House Unforgiven took place at the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina. In the main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin made his first defense of his WWF Championship win against reign against Dude Love. The match ended in a disqualification for Love. Elsewhere on the card, The Undertaker defeated Kane in the first ever Inferno match. The New Midnight Express, team of Brodusky's Bart and Bombastic Bob, defeated the Rock and Roll Express. That's the team of Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton to retain the NWA World Tag Team Championship. In 1999, title changes galore on Monday Nitro, so this is at the Fargo Dome in Fargo, North Dakota. In the first match of the night, Sting and Diamond Dallas Page defeated Diamond Dallas Page to win the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. However, he lost it back to DDP in a fatal four-way match that also included Goldberg and Kevin Nash. In addition, the WCW Cruiserweight Championship changed hands with Rey Mysterio Jr. that defeated Psychosis. Also of note, Scott Armstrong and Steve Armstrong defeated Raven in a handicap match. Also in 1999, WWF Monday Night Raw took place at the Hartford Civic Center in Hartford, Connecticut. The Godfather defeated Jeff Jarrett, with Dibble in his corner, to retain the WWF Intercontinental Championship, and he also won Deborah's services as a hoe. Bradshaw and Ken Shamrock ended up in a no contest, as did the Rock Shane McMahon match. In 2004, Lance Storm announced his retirement from wrestling full-time and will work as a trainer going forward. This comes a week after wrestling Stephen Richards at the Calgary Style Dome. His retirement won't last long, about 11 months. Storm got back in the ring. Storm would leave WWE in May 2005 and opened his own school in Calgary, which I believe is still open. In 2009, WWE Backlash took place at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. In the major titles and all 30 brands changed hands. First change saw Christian defeat Jack Swagger for the ECW Championship. Secondly, Randy Orton won the WWE Championship in a six-man tag. His partners were fellow Legacy members Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr., and they took on the WWE Champion Triple H, Batista, and Shane McMahon. Randy Orton won the title as a stipulation of the bout that said that the person that scored the pinfall would take the title. Finally, Edge defeated Senior for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in a last man standing match. In 2010, WWE's annual draft lottery special of Raw took place at the Richmond Coliseum in Richmond, Virginia. The highlight moves were Chris Jericho and Edge going to Raw. Also on the show, the Hart Dynasty, which were Davey Hart Smith and Tyson Kidd, defeated Show Miz, which is the Big Show and the Miz, to win the Unified Tag Team Championship. In the main event, Batista defeated Randy Orton and Sheamus in a WWE Heavyweight Championship match, #1 contender match, which was also obviously a triple threat. In 2015, WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view took place at the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. The main event saw WWE Champion Seth Rollins defeat Randy Orton in a steel cage match in which Kane served as the gatekeeper and Orton was banned from using the RKO. The only title change in the card was the New Day, represented by Big E and Kofi Kingston, to their historic WWE Tag Team Championship from Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. In 2021, Monday Night Raw aired from the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Braun Strowman defeated T-Bar and Mace by disqualification. This was supposed to be a tag team match with Drew McIntyre as his partner, and McIntyre did come out to make the save, and they then had the match. T-Bar and Mace did defeat Strowman and McIntyre after Strowman just accidentally clothesline McIntyre. They won by, T-Bar and Mace won by countout. In the main event, Braun Strowman defeated Drew McIntyre to get into the WWE Championship match at WWE's WrestleMania Backlash against McIntyre and the WWE Champion Bobby Lashley. During the Strowman McIntyre match, Lashley, MVP, Mace, and T-Bar all attempted to interfere, but basically allowed Strowman to regroup and smash a winning power slam on McIntyre. 2022, NXT television aired from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Legado del Fantasma was represented by Joaquin Wilde, Cruz del Toro, and Elektra Lopez defeated Fallon Henley and Josh Briggs in a mixed 3-on-2 handicap match. Notable birthdays: The Amazing Red in 1982, Warren Reese. He was played a couple characters in WCW in 1970, Kane in 1967, and Tank Abbott in 1965. Noble death, former WCW commentator, and he was one of the ring announcers for WrestleMania 2, Lee Marshall in 2014. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day.